Hi guys! This year we turned off our YouTube mode during Christmas, so we didn't film almost anything. We filmed a lot before Christmas and we got ourselves and hopefully you as well into a Christmas mood, but that was enough. So here we are on the 26th of December and Christmas is almost over.
So the 21st is when we celebrated our Christmas together, here in Brno, just the two of us. And then on the 23rd, we traveled to Slovakia after 3 years.
Yeah, after 3 years, can you imagine? So that's a long time. So from Winter Wonderland here in Brno, we drove for 2.5 hours to Bratislava. That's the capital of Slovakia, where there was no snow whatsoever, but there was fog. And we visited my grandma, so that was nice. She was talking a lot. She has a lot to talk about for 3 hours. And then we headed to a village that is next to Bratislava, where my parents live. My sister was also there, and on the 24th, the main Christmas day, we visited my uncle. There was a lot of food, as always, and it was very nice to be back after 3 years.
Yeah, we did this every year before COVID, but then in 2020 and 2021 we skipped those Christmases and we stayed home in Brno. But this year it was nice to resume our traditions and travel there again.
Yeah. So we were so full, we almost exploded. There was this cake that's called a generous cake, and it's very generous. There are 3 layers with poppy seeds and special sweet cheese and walnuts, and it's so very nutritious.
Very caloric and very delicious.
Yeah, calorie rich, that's what I wanted to say, not nutritious. So we spent a few hours there, then we went for a walk. It was very warm, it was like the spring was coming already. It was 12 or maybe even 14 degrees Celsius, and it was sunny, blue skies all the way, so that was something.
So it was nice that our Christmas was white.
Yeah.
And then the Slovakian Christmas was spring-like.
Yeah, so from Winter Wonderland to spring. And then there was Christmas dinner. You always start with these Christmas wafers with honey and garlic. Then there is mushroom, creamy soup, and then potato salad and fish. My parents had car, but we don't like that much.
Yeah.
So we had, what is it?
Fillets?
Fillets, fish fillets, without bones.
Yeah. Carp is the traditional fish that you eat at Christmas, but not many people like it. It's not very good, but they just eat it because it's traditional.
Yeah, Tommy was already tired in the evening from all the social interactions, so his mood was gone all of a sudden. But me and my sister, energy appeared or something.
Yeah, because Peter is a night owl, if you haven't known already. So usually when I'm getting ready to go to sleep, he suddenly starts dancing and everything at 11 p.m. usually.
No, but there was no dancing. Me and Tommy actually were building a trampoline before because my mom wanted us to put it together. And it was done, I don't know, by 10 p.m. Then Tommy lost his mood, but me and my sister, we wanted to jump, of course.
Of course.
So we took the trampoline outside. And it was so much fun. Guys, this is Christmas Eve fun. As you can see, Monica is really enjoying this. We have a new small trampoline. And now me. And oh my god! I almost flew away. This is not very stable. But it's fun! Whee! So we were jumping and jumping and jumping. And then we went to sleep.
The end.
Highlight.
It's like a third grader is describing his event. Then we brushed our teeth and good night.
Okay, and then on the next day, 25th, in the morning we had breakfast and then we left Slovakia. We said bye, see you next time, and we headed to the Czech Republic.
So that was new because in the past I left Peter in Slovakia because he wanted to stay there with his family, and then I traveled by train to visit my family. But this year, for the first time ever, we drove to Slovakia by car, and Peter decided to come with me. So we both left on the 25th, and we went to visit my parents and grandparents.
Yeah, and it was an interesting journey by car because we don't have this vignette, or what is it? Which means we didn't pay for highways.
Mm-hmm.
So we went on these
Like local roads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because highways here are not for free, so you have to pay extra to be able to use them, and we didn't want to do that.
Just for 1 day or 2 days driving.
It's expensive, yeah, for just one-time use.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy an annual one, which is cheaper, but you have to use it regularly.
Yeah.
And so it took us a couple of hours more than it would if we went on highway.
Mm-hmm.
So on the 25th, we arrived at my mom's place, where we spent, I think, a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
And there was again a lot of food, and we were again very full.
Yeah, we were eating potato salad again and meat, like schnitzel.
Mm-hmm.
Schnitzel.
Turkey.
Turkey schnitzel.
Yeah. So that was already like the 5th time I think we had potato salad.
Yeah.
But we only have it once a year, so, we don't mind.
Yeah, and it's very tasty.
And we actually spent a night in my mom's place, and then on the 26th, which is today, we continued to my grandma first for lunch. This time it was mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Not a potato salad.
Yeah. And again, a lot of sweets, and Christmas cookies.
Yeah, my sugar in my veins is very high. The sugar levels are through the roof.
But that's Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from my grandma we continued to my dad's place with again a lot of food.
Mm-hmm. And now here we are in Brno.
Yay!
And it's terrible because Tommy is going to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But usually a lot of people take time off in between the holidays, as we call it, which means between Christmas and New Year's Eve or New Year's. So there's usually less work.
Yeah, but his work is here on the sofa, so he's not going actually anywhere.
Yeah.
He's staying here, but he's going to work.
I'm going to do a lot of typing.
Yeah, and me, I'm going to work, like really going to work, the day after tomorrow. Yeah.
And you are going to work until New Year, right?
Yeah, as always, I have a night shift from New Year's Eve to New Year's Day.
So during the midnight.
During the midnight, I'm at work.
So I will have to go visit Peter to spend the midnight together as we do every year.
Yeah.
So that's already our tradition that we spend it at Peter's work.
Mm-hmm. Tommy will bring a lot of food and a little bit of wine and stuff like that.
Champagne.
Champagne like wine.
Probably wine.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because it's a plum bubbly wine. So that's nice. And there are nice views from the rooftop at my work on the fireworks that are exploding all around us. So that's nice at midnight.
Yeah. So that means that the end of the year is almost here, and people often look back at the past year to think about how it was. And people often wish us all the best in the new year, let's make it a better one than the previous one. But it's really hard for us because I don't remember 2022 being bad. It was a really great year.
Yeah, it was a great year, so it's hard to top that one.
I see a sky with a reindeer car, but I'm not running. I see a train moving all too fast, but I'm not leaving. And you go round and round and round, and you cannot see. I'll be right behind you, honking the tree. You look so beautiful today, and how the game is changing. Just like a stranger, suddenly you know something.
So we'll see what else we'll think of, because we don't really have any specific plans for next year. We don't really do planning so much in advance because a lot of things can change.
So we wanted to thank you for following our journey throughout the 2022, and hopefully we will see you in 2023.
Yeah, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sing. Hopefully 2023 will be as good for us as 2022 was. We are glad that we made quite a lot of progress at the country house and that we were able to travel too. We saw so many beautiful places. But the most important thing is that we were happy. Happy and in love. We are really grateful for that and we hope it continues in 2023. Anyway, one more time we wish you all the best and we count on you that you'll show up for our videos in 2023 again. So until next time.
Bye.
Bye!